Okay, so before I respond to this comment, I want to briefly explain my last video. So the naming of generations is a relatively recent phenomenon. It actually only just started in the 20th century. For those of you who don't know, here's a quick overview of the full list of generations starting from the year 1890. The first generation to be named was called the Lost Generation, which is compiled of people who were born in the year 1890. The Interbellum Generation was born in 1901. The so-called Greatest Generation was born in 1910. The Silent Generation was born in 1925. You got the Boomers of 1946, Gen X born in 1965, Gen Y born in 1980, and Gen Z born in 1995. So the video prior to this one was a stitch with a gentleman who is a Gen Xer. And in my stitch, I asked, what exactly are we counting down to as an X, Y, Z? Now, some people commented, oh, it's just alphabetical, but as you've seen, no, it's not. It's only the last 3 generations that have been labeled in alphabetical order, X, Y, Z. Now, this commenter asked, what if Gen Z is the last generation to be fully human? Which made me think, well, maybe not quite the last generation to be human, but perhaps Gen Z might end up being the last generation to be fully organic. And what I mean by that is not technologically augmented. And what I mean by that is more and more on a daily basis, we are integrating with technology, right? We've got wearable tech. We have companies like Elon Musk's Neuralink and Synchron that are gradually developing implantable brain computer chips. We are starting to see more and more of an implementation of virtual currency and things like NFT. And with this panorama going on right now, we have more and more people living their lives virtually as opposed to offline. Is it really that far-fetched to imagine that Gen Alpha, those who were born after 2013, might be the first generation of human beings, the Alpha generation, Alpha meaning first, right? The first letter of the Greek alphabet that becomes fully integrated or enmeshed with technology, with AI, or globally connected via computer brain interfaces, right? Like, look at everything that's going on now and then project yourself 50 years into the future.